So, okay. So I know that when I type in a number, which is an actual integer, it works. What if I type in something which is not an integer, like this? Error. Okay, as I suspected. So try catch, or whatever it's called. I'm going to close out a bunch of tabs first because it's getting kind of messy. Okay, so Python try catch. Okay, I guess it's called try except. And okay, here we are. This is how you do it. So I am going to copy this. I'm going to need it later. And for now, I'm going to make the placeholder value of the password length 0. So, what was it? Try except, yeah. So try, and then except. So, I want to attempt to convert the password length user input into an int. So I'm going to go converted value is equal to converted value here. And what happens if it doesn't work? Well, I'm going to print a message to the terminal. And that message is going to be invalid number. Please enter a number without a decimal. Okay, let's see what happens now. Yes, I do. Enter number 56. Excellent. That worked out. Yes, I do. This is not a number. And invalid number. Please enter a number without a decimal. So, yeah, that worked. But first, I'm just going to change the message here. Actually, do I have to? No, I don't. I'm good. Okay, yeah. So the message is fine, and the try except does work. So now, if the password length is a valid int, so what I want to do next is check if the password length is greater than 0, because presumably a password must have at least one character. So, if the password length is 0, so if this thing here, the converted password length, is equal to 0, then print to the terminal a message, which is the password length must be greater than 0. Okay. So let's see if this works. Yes, I do. I type in 0. A password length of 0 will now be generated. Well, I appear to have a bit of a logic problem here. I don't want this message to show if the password length is 0. So I am going to simply move, where is it? I'm going to move this here to another if statement. And I'm going to put that after here. So if the password length is greater than 0, then I want to show the message that says a password of some number length will be generated. And the condition is if the password length converted is greater than 0, I could then probably just change this one to is smaller than or equal to 0. Because what if someone types in like -5? So let's see what happens here. Yes, I do. Okay, 34. A password length of 34 will be generated. That works. Alright, yes I do. What about 0? And password length must be greater than 0. And I don't see the other message, so that's good. And what if I type in like -5? I get the same thing. Password length must be greater than 0. So that is good. Alright. So if the password length is greater than 0, what I want to do is generate the password. And I'm going to use a function. Because why not? So, but first though, I have to actually test if I can generate a string of characters that is exactly the specified length. So, before I had used a for loop. So how do I use a for loop in Python? Python for loop. Here we are. So I also need the index. That's not really what I want. Nope. I'm looking for numbers here. Oh, hold on. Aha. Range. This might do it. So, range. I need a number, so... Okay. Now, notice how here it says, but not including 6. This tells me that, let's say that I want a number between like, well, I want to count from like 0 to 10. The range is therefore from 0 to 11, because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it does not include the last one, which is 11. Okay, cool. So, first I have to make a blank string to hold the password. So, call it password string equals a blank string. Then, for x in, was it? Wait, how did I? Yep, for x in range, I want to start from 1, and I want to go up to and including the maximum number of characters that was specified. So password length converted, and I'm going to go +1 because I want to include this number. Otherwise, this will count from 1 to 1 before the maximum number. Okay, and I'm going to try this. Password string equals itself plus, for now I'm going to put in a as a placeholder for a random character. Actually, wait. Yeah. So, I also have to print out what the password is. And for that, I need to print out multiple things to the terminal. So I need the separator. And that's going to go here. Your password is, and then password string. I don't need this anymore. Okay, let's see what happens. Yes, I do. 10. No, wait. 5. Yep, I should be seeing 5 A's. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's one part of it. Now, I need to generate the random character. So I'm going to generate the random character, and I'm going to make a blank string to hold this random character. So random char equals, for now, this. Now, how do I make a function in Python? Okay, alright, that seems easy enough. And presumably the function has to exist before I can use it. So I'm going to put it on top of the main program loop. Okay, def generate random char, and I guess I don't need any parameters here because it's just returning something. So, first things first, I need to set the possible random characters. And I'm going to use a string for that. So, list of possible characters is equal to A to Z lowercase, A to Z uppercase, one to 0, and then let's keep it at this for now. Okay. And then I need to get a random character, well, a random index, and retrieve the random character. Now, I'm betting that in Python also a string is in fact a container. So I can probably index it. But first, how do we get a random number? So Python random number Sure, let's try this. Okay, this is interesting. Oh. Okay, let's get more specific here. Python random int. This might be less work than what I just saw. Oh, okay, so yes it is then. So random.randint. Alright, cool. But first, notice this bit here. Whoops, this bit here. I have to import a library. So I'm going to copy this. And presumably, this goes on top. So, random index is equal to, how do they do it? Random.randint. Random.randint. And I set the range. So I want to start from 0 because that's the start of the index. Now the question is, does this range include the ending number, or do I have to adjust for that? Like, does it include 9 or does it go up to 8? So, let's see here. I'm gonna look at the function here. Start, okay, I got that. Stop. And stop is an integer specifying which position to end. That doesn't tell me anything about inclusion or not. Okay, so Python random int, include last range. Let's see. Oh, here we are. So 0 to 9 and returns any random integer between 0 and 9. So it does include the ending number. Great. So the ending number will be the last index of this. So the length of this minus 1. Now, Python, how do we get the length of a string? If I can spell today. String length. Okay, that's easy enough. So the ending number will be length of this minus 1. Okay, and random char is therefore equal to the list of random characters with the index of the random index, and I want to return the random character. Okay, and I'm going to replace this blank random character string with the output of this function. Can't forget the brackets, the round brackets, and replace the A with the random character. Now, what happens? Yes, I do. A password will now be generated. How many characters do you want it to be? I know everything else works, so let's type in a valid number. How about 6? Your password is this right here. And I'm gonna try this again just to make sure that it's because why not? Enter a number 90 and a bunch of random characters. Okay, great. So what I've just done is I have recreated most of the password generation program, but in Python. I just took the common concepts which I have shown so far and just applied them in Python, and I looked up what I didn't know, and this is what I got. It was not that hard, actually, at least to get something that works. So yeah. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope that was useful.